Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's start with a quick thought experiment. Imagine you're making great money every month, maybe even more than you ever thought possible. Your paycheck lands, bills are paid, you treat yourself to something nice, and you feel pretty comfortable. But here's the million-dollar question. Does making good money actually mean you rebuilding wealth? The hard truth is income and wealth are not the same thing. In fact, confusing the two is one of the biggest financial mistakes people make. And it's what separates those who achieve financial freedom from those who get stuck running in place. Today, we're going to break down this crucial difference and explain why understanding it can completely change your financial future. So, let's start with the basics. What is income? Income is simply the money you earn on a regular basis. It's your salary, your hourly wage, commissions from your sales job, profits from your business, or even the cash you make from a side hustle. Income is what fuels your daily life. It pays the rent, buys the groceries, and keeps the lights on. The more income you have, the more you can spend, and the more comfortable your lifestyle can feel. But here's the major catch with income. It's active and it's often temporary. The moment you stop working, whether you lose your job, get sick, or decide to retire, the paycheck stops coming. This is the exact reason why you hear stories of high-earners, doctors, lawyers, executives, even famous athletes who end up struggling financially. They earn a ton of money, but they also spend a ton of money. Without a plan to build wealth, they're always just one step away from financial trouble, living in what I call golden handcuffs. Now let's talk about wealth. Wealth, on the other hand, is what you actually own. It's the total value of your assets, things like your investments in the stock market, the equity in your home, your retirement accounts like a 401k or IRA, any businesses you own, and even your savings. These are the things that can grow in value and generate money for you, whether you're actively working or not. Wealth is measured by your net worth, which is a simple but powerful formula. Everything you own minus everything you owe. This is why someone making $60,000 a year but living frugally, investing consistently, and staying out of debt could actually be far wealthier than someone earning $250 but spending every penny on luxury cars, expensive vacations, and a massive mortgage. The first person is building wealth. The second is just financing a lifestyle. Wealth is true freedom. It's the ability to stop working and still maintain your standard of living. Here's the mindset shift you need to make. Income is the starting line, but wealth is the finish line. Think of your income as the fuel you put in your car. It's essential. You can't go anywhere without it. But wealth is the car itself. It's the vehicle that actually moves you forward on your journey to financial independence. If you keep pouring fuel into a car that's stuck in the garage, you're not going anywhere. You have to convert that fuel, that income, into assets that will carry you forward. And this is where the financial reality in America really hits home. Our culture celebrates high income. Think about it. When you meet someone new, the first question is often, what do you do for a living? We talk about our jobs and our salaries. We rarely ever talk about our net worth or our investment portfolios. Society praises big paychecks and the flashy lifestyles that come with them. But it's the quiet, disciplined work of building wealth behind the scenes that truly matters. This cultural focus on income is why so many people, even those earning six-figure salaries, fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck. They get a raise and immediately upgrade their car. They get a bonus and book a more expensive vacation. This is called lifestyle inflation. Their spending rises to meet their income, and they never get ahead. Let me give you a clear example. Imagine two friends, Alex and Jordan. Alex is a high earner making $120,000 a year. He drives a brand new luxury car, rents a beautiful high-rise apartment, and spends most of his paycheck keeping up with his impressive lifestyle. On the surface, Alex looks incredibly successful. Then there's Jordan, who makes a more modest $70,000 a year. Jordan drives a reliable used car, owns a small, simple home, and, most importantly, automatically invests 20% of every single paycheck into a low-cost index fund. Jordan's lifestyle isn't as flashy as Alex's, but something powerful is happening in the background. Now, let's fast forward 15 years. Alex is still working just as hard, maybe even feeling a little burned out. He's still making good money, but his net worth hasn't grown much. He's still renting, still has a car payment, and has very little in savings or investments. He's stuck in the income trap. Jordan, on the other hand, is in a completely different position. After 15 years of consistent investing and disciplined spending, his modest home is nearly paid off, and his investment portfolio has grown to over $500,000 thanks to compound interest. Jordan now has financial peace of mind. He has options. He could take a lower stress job, travel, or even consider retiring early. That is the profound difference between chasing income and building wealth. Think of it like this. Your income is like water flowing into a bucket, but if that bucket is full of holes like credit card debt, car payments, and unnecessary spending, the water just keeps leaking out. You can pour more and more water in, but the bucket will never get full. Building wealth means first plugging those holes by getting out of debt and controlling your spending. Then, you start adding more buckets, one for stocks, one for real estate, one for your retirement accounts. The more buckets you fill, the less you have to worry about the original flow of water from your job. Let's look at some numbers that might shock you. According to recent studies, around 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. How is that even possible? It's because they confuse their high income for wealth. They bought the bigger house, financed the fancier car, and racked up credit card debt to fund the lifestyle they thought they deserved. On the flip side, research from the Millionaire Next Door found that many of America's millionaires are uncelebrities or high-flying CEOs. They're teachers, small business owners, and engineers who lived below their means, saved aggressively, invested early and consistently, and let the magic of compound interest do the heavy lifting for them over decades. Here's the key lesson. Income is something you earn, but wealth is something you build. And building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It compounds over time, which is why starting early is your biggest advantage. Imagine you find a way to save and invest an extra $5,000 a year. Instead of spending it on a lifestyle upgrade, you put it to work. Assuming an average market return of 8%, that small decision could grow into nearly $250,000 over 30 years. That's how one simple choice can create life-changing wealth. Another huge benefit of wealth is that it creates freedom of time. A high-income job often demands more of your hours, more stress, and more responsibility. You're trading your time for money. Wealth flips that equation. Your money starts working for you, which frees up your time. It gives you the power to choose to work because you want to, not because you have to. That's the real goal, isn't it? Financial independence. So if you're serious about this, here's a simple strategy to follow. First, focus on earning income. Build your career, find a side hustle, start a business. Income is the fuel. Second, save aggressively. Create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. Third, invest consistently. Automate your investments into retirement funds, index funds, or real estate. Make it non-negotiable. Fourth, avoid toxic debt like high-interest credit cards at all costs. It's the enemy of wealth. And finally, track your net worth. What gets measured gets managed. Don't get caught in the rat race of earning more just to spend more. Chasing status symbols will not make you free. Stacking assets will. Your goal should be to get to a point where your money is working harder for you than you are working for it. Income buys you comfort today, but wealth buys you freedom forever. A paycheck keeps the lights on now. Wealth keeps them on for the rest of your life. So I'll leave you with this final critical question. If your paycheck stopped tomorrow, how long could you maintain your current lifestyle? If the answer is not very long, then it's time to make a change. It's time to shift your focus from just earning an income to building real, lasting wealth. Thanks so much for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content to help you build your financial future. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.